Faith was at the TVC studios earlier, and that interview has not been posted just yet, but there has been some anticipation regarding that. But it's something that he says that while he was being taken around the TVC studio, that struck a chord, and I thought to share a little bit.
How fucking cool, bro. Oh, so like you guys can see the telephones right there. Oh, so like you guys can see the telephones right there. Last year, how they progressed and the rank and just like so. This is like for every kind of news thing. Yeah, they just edit the background to make it look Let me see here.
The green screen studio.
You know, this is the kind of mic we had in Big Brother. Yes, that's the kind of mic we used in Big Brother. Okay, let me cosplay being a news person. Today on TVC News we have blah 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 blah. Yeah, but this is cool. This is cool. You know, I might work here someday. Really? I know it sounds like a joke, but.
Looking for a safe haven in today's markets. The dollar song.
You know, it sounds like a joke, but I might work here someday. So if I may ask you, what kind of program do you think Faith should do? I mean, we've seen him go to several other media houses. He's gone to Punch. He's gone to Silverbird, where he met Ben Murray Bruce. And we've seen him also go to TVC. The interview has not been posted. I'm sure it might be posted a little later today, so that it could run through the week. But of course, what struck everybody was that, he might work at TVC studios someday. So what kind of program do you think he could do? Because it's more like a mixture of health and broadcasting. He may not know so much in broadcasting, but I mean, with his health background, we would not be expecting him to be NTBB, not to be broadcast, to be releasing some of those contents that directly speaks to the health of the Nigerian, of the common man. And I think part of the reasons why, if you watch the Aproko Doctor's channel on YouTube, he has a niche that most people, that's why he's successful. Most people don't delve into, because they can't tend to manage broadcasting and health talk. They're not able to do that. There is a lot of gap in that content space. Aproko Doctor just picks a topic, dissects it, even uses, common names that use innuendos, common slang that to push narratives. And if you go to his channel, it's top notch, and maybe not something in that direction, but maybe something a little bit better. I mean, Aproko Doctor did not just start and blew up. Okay, he started from somewhere and rose all the way, to where he is today. But this guy, Faith, has more advantage. Trust me, he has more advantage because he's popular. He's known around the world already. So what he's got to do is that everybody just waiting, can you just do something, let's consume. Unlike Aproko, who grew up from, those days on Twitter where he posts certain health tips. I mean, you rarely see people even engage. I think God started pushing him further and upon further, and then he became who he is today. But Faith will not start like that. Faith will start from his fame, where he got his fame, the numbers that he has already, and push this narrative. And trust me, it's going to hit the notes. If a Aproko Doctor used 5 years to get to where he is today, Faith would probably just use less than a year or so to get to where Aproko Doctor is today. That's what BB Niger does to you. You know, confers on you a status that you can use for your power to create and recreate and get things going. Yes, that is the power of BB Niger. I'm going to do another video because I've not done this video about the pastor who says that BB Niger is all about pornography. I didn't just want to digress. But on the flip side, guys, I don't know if it's a good thing to work on TV. And I'm saying this not just because it's TVC, any other TV station, because I really don't know how many people can sit down today and watch TV for 2 to 4 hours consistently, except if it's a movie. I don't know. Check it out. Go and look at all the analytics. If you have you have a YouTube channel, check your analytics, the content that you post. Go and check the part where how people assess you or how people watch your content. It's mostly mobile. It's not TV, but there's a place for TV. How people assess your content, there's a place for TV, but it's not mobile. I mean, it's not TV. It's mobile. People assess all contents. They give you the statistics of people who assess your content through watching TV, or they assess it through their mobile. It's mostly mobile because more than half of people who access online content use their mobile phones, not TV. Not TV. So I'm wondering how many persons would watch it live, except, of course, now these TV stations now know that it's important to go live on all platforms. Apart from shooting live to broadcast on TV, on cable, they also connect to social platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and they go live so that you can catch up with them on that platform. So they are meeting you at the point of your need, because if you remove social media from their platforms now, from TV stations platform, you know that these guys are almost useless. No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I work on TV and I tell you for free that most of the platforms that what sustains TV now is not on the spot watching of TV, like one-on-one watching of TV, but what sustains them is the mobile. People access their TV station through social media. So they are sensible enough to have a social media department where they make sure that the TV broadcasts on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram as it goes. What I see China's TV does is their specific programs, they go live. No, they're not that they go like they are live everywhere. But I think what they do on Twitter live, Twitter Space, they broadcast a specific program on Twitter Space, and Instagram Live too. So they are expanding their network basically, and it feels really good. So that's to tell you that no matter what you're doing on TV, if you're not on social media, you're wasting your time. So whether to work on TV, like when there is actually lower number of people watching on TV, how about you just focus on social media? And as it stands, he has the following. I don't think he needs any more popularity given what he has already. I mean, the video he posted, Faith is Dead, on his YouTube channel had gathered over 212,000 views. This is just 1 month ago. 212,000 views. That's just a 3 minutes video. The other video he did about boobs. I love boobs. As at last check, it was around 12,000. As at last check, it was 16 hours done, and it was around 12,500 views for that particular video. And that was just what, 16 hours, not even up to a day. And that channel is monetized. So you can imagine what he would be making with that. And so if you have that number, what's the essence of working with TVC? Why do you want to work with TVC? What's the catch? Except with maybe what he wants to do is to use the TVC platform, leverage that platform, because again, it's a TV station, it's a proper TV station, and it's one of the best TV stations in Nigeria. Is one of the environments where it is very good for broadcasters to work in. That's the truth. I mean, I can't even take it away from them. But I mean, if you have your content skits or your content kits and you have it going for yourself, those whatever you want to do with them, I mean, it's possible that you might be sharing whatever revenue that comes from that content with them. Except you just want to do it for fun. Accept that, just for fun, just once in a week, all those kind of thing. But I'm just thinking, if you get on TV, there will be rules and regulations. You will sign a contract, and that contract may limit you in so many ways. And why would you want to be limited by contracts? For a TV station, I mean, you own this content. You are the one bringing the content. They are bringing the platform, but you also have a platform. Except again, when you produce, you give to them, and maybe there's a sponsor for that program. Then whatever revenue comes out, and you are also gaining. Except that, but if you create a content and then get into staffing you have to abide by the rules and regulations. You have to also learn a thing or two regarding the NTBB, not to be broadcast, and other rules that comes with, how staff engage with the platform, the TV platform. So there might be a little bit of a limitation in that regard. That's my thing. I'm talking from the place of professionalism, because the world is headed to social media. If you have no social media standing or a platform where you put out content, you are as good as dead. And so this, you have all these platforms. There's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's Snapchat. So those platforms, you can reach a humongous amount of persons around the world real time without necessarily have to affiliate yourself with TVC. Except again, when you are signing this contract, you tell them that you can use that content to post on every of your social media, so you can also gain some revenue from it. But again, they're also playing in that space. If they post your content on their own social media platforms and you post yours on your platform, you are rest assured that you're going to gain the most traction, because you own it, than them, and they may not like it, because their revenue for that content will be reduced, because most of the people must have come to your platform to watch it. Are you understanding it? So I don't know. Except it's just like I said, except it's just for fun, frankly speaking. But if it's for real engagement, something you can gain from and give to the society, and give back using the platform, then it's fine. But if you want to be serious, I mean, because again, you want to be serious at some point. You wouldn't be fun. I mean, you're going to be spending money to create this content. You're going to do extra research. You are going to answer live questions. People are going to call you to ask you questions about ABCD, because I've seen health programs like that. And those kinds of health programs are crazily good, and they have loads of following. What happens? I think I've heard that kind of health program in Abuja. A doctor comes on, he has a topic, and the topic is back pain. So he goes on and says a lot of things about the causes of back pain, reasons why back pain, then finishes, and then opens the phone lines. Jeez, if you see calls. So they call you and ask you several questions about that topic. I mean, sometimes people digress and say, please, can I ask this other question? But the guy just comes on, picks a topic and asks and teach a lot about it, and then people call in to ask questions and he answers them so good. The doctor is so good. So I think Faith has the power to do that kind of program. If it's radio, or maybe even if it's TV, or better still, even live on your YouTube channel. Yes, go live on your YouTube channel weekly, get prepared for it, get set, do your research, teach a thing or two, people calling, do it for 1 hour every week. I am 100% sure you're not even going to, be so, be so agitated about the fact that you are doing it on YouTube, because again, on the platform on TVC, man, there's a lot of camera on you, and sometimes you can be overwhelmed by that platform. But that's not to say that it's not a fantastic platform to do your thing. But I'm just thinking that if the metrics show that people access information mostly using mobile, why am I going to a traditional TV when I can stick to mobile and to transform or to push my content? Which of course I know that these TV stations of today are doing the same thing. They are on mobile always. They are live on those platforms, and they know the importance of being there every time, every day, every moment. Because if they don't get there, they might be losing out on a huge number of people who might want to reach out to them at every point in time. So by and large, if you ask me, working days might not be ideal. Do your thing, push out your content, and this is maybe your own way of giving back by teaching people what to do regarding their health, and also do other things of course you will know that when you do that for an upwards period of 3 months, you would surely get sponsors for that program. And when you have sponsors, you can use the money to do other things for people who had faithfuls, who have followed you and have been with you and who have supported you all through. I mean, I'm telling you, it's possible to create a content on YouTube that would get sponsorship on your platform every week, that would push narratives that would bless and touch the lives of humans out there using what you already know. My thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.